already.
Okay, yes.
Hey, good afternoon, my people. Today is 3rd October, Friday, 2025. I'm here on the studio with, I'm here in the studio with a little bite. Like we presented a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we are back again. And our topic is still financial literacy, but today we're going to cover one specific area, and that one specific area is going to be emergency saving. What it look like, why is it important, what it takes to save. It's very difficult, even for me and for many of us in our community. So we're going to talk about that, but like always, we're going to start with the song as we wait. We call for which a low, which a more, and Daniel Lee, quality by your carton. Could be a bent jam, but don't we get a chirco to Lotho? It's all pure because of pure peer. The world, you wake a my day. Could be a jam, a cool, it's all nano kitchul, or kubo can you Kuyung Bunama can I kawaja loy when ka be in ka jam tonight. So what be your opinion did the keyboard because the man could before be under guy yung ena dear keyboard he could play dear ka anong meanings ku kaywi ka jamogatin aka wen ka changda ku dear ka jam changda dear ko kawaja to dear ko kanisa to lakini cha decide but dear ka bakega use just because motivate, but also anong messages bukaya lum diare jala ci man rani chol akona chang yak jam lwel pande ni chiteng a cheng ko wona ta ka me ka ler bai twen so nger pide e piab nan ka wen
Parthi County.
ler bai
Anga kona chaya.
please share
Liurchan kama konjete. Wana ya kuda.
idin
Anga ba joma jak. Horaja. Anga nyar malet. Kwanga apya malet. Anga wara chan. Aja ma go.
and mo
Ora e ponje. Edi jega e benyo manumda. Kora ergo aja ay man. Okay mach ay ma mor.
Hai lo do wanga mi.
Well me jo.
Jang fiang ko.
Ko ga chir mor kure.
Chi duar jabale.
Bar ga chir mor wudu.
After wa cha diare ya.
Ali de mor wo.
Hale ni daru betunga. Ho na kara cho dengalese.
Well me jo.
Haga ya buru cho na chudu ma mir ku joga gol koi. Kwanyar ma kur mi yallo. Agarin ja pyat nang bar ko ki. Jador jado kalmanya kar jador japiat tawa merje.
Ko ga chir mor kure.
Demir jawrom e ganyar menyang nyakai. Jalla bedor jamu gbon chine nyak. Jalla benge gnali de dwar.
Well me jo.
Churo jada uteng nam kamajer yoga be kubwa dawa jog. Wache uju nyata bai kwa wero jike chinim gal watije.
Bar ga chir mor wudu.
Adangali
As a customer, you've got a lot of choices. You can purchase your furniture anywhere. But having been in business more than 50 years,
you nothing you can do.
all right
Budu tong ma chek ya.
Kayom nak dang mit ka gon dengu kwar bileng rom ban moro patonga buli di jongro mania dera taiwan kawe
Ho ka chimur wa ma che.
yang siang
Chumur kwa ma jabinangrin. Di dan chitang ayen wa agut ko chopini.
duar jabale
Nam dan keling ma bertier. Ayo keling cengit ling ma beradir.
ai lo do ngami
Ane tu nyar ma kurang akwet. Ani koi kwa jam wil bu go chwatwen. Wanyang akwena cheta ketio waita kameka kuin bai alier manyang de kwai wen thong ma tia chaloyan ma beg dite ran ko
ai to dong to
wa video ma kure cha kunariong ko kuin ja yudanga kwet Tuang Lwal bejugi cha chedeu nyine
atara wa cha diare ya
le war ko dut abiet bari go pale ku paja una ko machar kurero
mana jora go
utiano nguman po tung sok
có đồ ăn ngon lên
ura uni cheteng yan kwanda pyo ma udi alerin maraj nyana gong mariari
ai to dong to
hay quá. I know that kau achibera kru ko kule so na kau ran bor kuping ran ke it sound boring but messages to thin I relevant can pida kuen ka yan ke loy angut ko wa ke lo jam dai ne kien a topic de kule ka kar ba luel to non ko jam to bor topic number ban be am senyala yo ko to kono walk man akor warning kiet ni pida rukiena ku bai jana non ka bi ne yo walk kuna kira lo yo na kan ne che ni ke kurata tangu ba mar kana tanga man kui Chana eka waja luel nobody is an island. Achira ane timato. Kalurut panda bur man thiyo jemo kaka. Kuiran ping wala iran kwen kalurut kakaya ka wen yacho liepe. China kuma la panda. Kwe chin nyeka edaj rio. So akor long. Akor buka jam ke kwen ke chokama. Bewil buka dimi. Quá còn vui qua đó người buổi giảm thì when you walk coi thì yêu coi giảm tin tệ chứ quên qua bên trong đại vậy là cái nào bạn lưỡi lại the non walk what they want me to pan board especially walk out how it is okay pan you know in my opinion the long kiên my chain khu long kiên my chain các cái chuyện nào đấy cứ là bên cái war tin ele baka cha jam ke chi ke rot mar ke a unified voice ke community ke group ku biya ku mario ku bi yi den luen ne kwerwen bena kuma de ku bi ran de e jam ya ke chol met ru ki ten ka ju ngat wo ku wo mi to pan bo yu mi ke jeng ato chen mandai wo chi rot mar che mane ke chu bay tong week kwe kawaja bien ne wala ya lende ke ta dal birana bulum ke ke lekin man in wo ko nya jike anum ke dani chol the sin of familiarity e ke chir ko war na bog ngade war garanga nyin jang dit ku yo war ye ke ko war to ko ni ruti ka lola ya na le ni garanga nya che garanga wa to ute te kana wo ku achana lura na ni garang ku kichin ale bera lu tong garang keden ci la yo ci ale la le pen ko kor berom ko ken ko ki aku ku nge anum keden ro le pen pire woni dede ana bi ku dede ku rom ken ko ki ko we ci man garang anye ka ju ci ko panda anye ki ko ju ci ke pyo ko ju ci ke pyo pinum te no ku ci lo we pinum te na ju ci ke yen ngot ci ran yen tak ku ci ran yen ak ye aju jare so dukro to dol mi ko panda ene chin kidi nyai waran we aler pa chin kidi nyi waren we lekin nga kana te tinden ke ya we kene to korben ko ke koin ku elor ne pioban ke kanon kana ne ko le ko kunya garang ma biro ar bien panda be e chiria de garang ke che nyin de to ke den chinali de ta o pio ku bi ku yo kanon ku nget ko ke ku lor ko ke ki mane diari bi wari je shabi ga ket ngin wari mi da ko wer tong ke ngany gam chi kero gam ke chi tinga chi ke nger ke dia wo ru ki tno wo nger ke chol lack of financial understanding anget wo kare wai lui wo ju jare mi da ko na to ran ju man ku le ko ku lum galam ku gad wo cha ko lo min bi in America ku tom ga wo ko do kina bi wel ndu man ke in millionaire a chi cha ka millionaire ki in theo gan ke but to ki ga wo ka man a chi to dong e ba chi to dong le ba chi to dong wo dia kenen ka yen pya bu ba ko ku bu ro ba cha because anu ke chol had to tanzim reflection ku barot ba char yung ke ka ku che cho cha da pet na nong tu na da ka ben garong yin tin ke the purpose of tonight na chin to ben garong yin tin e chu la nga ka ya ke dia ke maybe anong the level suggest dong yin another streamline of income a cha na ilu la ran la bi je so jam that tonight be boring to non because in our community a lot of but what one earlier anong ke chu ting we have taken national license on financial literacy, okay, on how to manage debt, on how to save for a rainy day, a difficult event that you didn't plan for. So I'm going to switch to English because most of the people that I want to target are young people and people my age who have lived in North America and hopefully those in Australia as well. Because financial literacy is essential for our survival, is essential for our family legacy. So right now, what you see on our screen is a basic chart, okay? You can pick at it and look at it and say, oh, I understand what they're talking about. I don't need to wait. But if we put our brains together, maybe there's a little thing you can take from me, you can take from Alia, something that will spark your own ingenuity. And if you put that to practice, maybe it will help because there is that knowledge in our head. But if we don't put it into action, then it is just a white noise in our head. So I'm going to give Alia a chance to speak, but we welcome you to stay with us. We ask you to share these videos. We will present them to you, to anybody who is willing to listen. We also will archive them for later on for individual consumption. So please stay with us, share the video. Thank you. Aliat.
Thank you, Dr. Great introduction. Ketwing rin cheka ba technology kipiat cheloi ai ke nyuot ba tala ba dia ke lwel kan chola lia panyaga in North America ka chenku one le ku beto state of Texas ke you know ke yene choi bay kole chile ga chilwela chin ke dong chien we I choi a brief the show we're gonna do actually be long. Why? Because our educational agendas that we're gonna share as a community that we want to change our mindset because what you labure the way in a woman kubuya community that lwelebria chile ga chilwele ni biokok kubiokok nong te yene nong te step ga kai. So financial education I get something you to cool ke chi wakal tin tin le ga ka editor ku ko wi ko ko wok che kun financial literacy is anong te chen yen nyach because then ke foundation a iran pinom gu cha ku du gu cha kor kaka kuny. But what boy kule can yiran chidi in the community. Ayi nye ya non kudun jayo ku kege piet. Eka nyar be ngadwon be kuny. That is the reason why you guys gonna get tired of us. But it is a good cause. It is worth fighting for because our community cannot remain the same way it is now or in the future. A community of smart people, a community of hardworking people, a community with the people with desire and determination to achieve greater things. That's who we are. But a call away. They need us working out together. So could you bay? Could you la link the chiwa la LinkedIn? Kubula bay kudun. I chang any chad any chile, any chibay, any chichia. I believe a coin, Kukaba coin. But are you with Jalniar Buwakoin ban? Because they realize they're stronger. If we can make one family strong, we can make the entire community stronger. And it came a thing that. So in dictator, wobble because a mission, this is a mission close to our heart. And we are determined to deliver.
Exactly. Thank you, Brother Lear. To our people, we're quite one. Ibor boating Kablula la Palik, Yamulu Palik, Achikr Palik. It just happened that a Lear and key program can kind of you. You call you Jackie, but I keep what you turned down. I keep what you get pink while we're on in Badoto. But on the Lear end, will you get up here with that? Pan America, we come across ideas, life-saving ideas, life-changing ideas, but we put them off for later. Okay? So I put it off for later. It was actually in 2014 that somebody approached me about financial literacy, a Mexican guy, who was in the military with me, and I put it off. Okay? And later on, I would come across random stuff. But when Lear told me, it hit my heart. This was in January of this year. I was coming from Africa, and Lear picked me up from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and he introduced to me what he has discovered and the thing he learned through the financial literacy with the World Financial Group that is also attached or stemming from Transamerica, the largest financial institution in North America. So he has learned things that you and I are normally not exposed to. So just take our message. Because on in the Pharisees, you can boom in a short Torah and you keep from beginning chapter to chapter, they knew exactly what they were talking about. But that's not what they practice. They practice hypocrisy. So now Timka what is beside the point. But the message we're delivering to you is what you need, your family need it. Okay? It will take you from where you are right now. The way you are in North America, most of us should be in the middle income classes, okay? If we know how to manage our money, if we know how to save, we work like horses. We work like donkeys in America. There's no lie about that. we bring in a lot of money, but it is not how much we bring in that counts. It's how much we save. Okay, it's how we utilize our money so that in the long term, our money work for us to accumulate financial assets that will be a foundation for our family, build proper protection, build a long-term legacy, so that when you are no longer here or when you become older or disabled, that you have a cushion or something to fall on. But right now, many of us, we just work, and the moment that the job ends, there's nothing. Okay, let me give you an example. Right now, the federal government has stopped paying people. Nobody's getting paid because there's a government shutdown. Me, I don't have enough to last me a month for me and my family. Okay, if something were to happen today, something that required emergency, what would I do? Ask yourself a question. If something critical happened today to your loved one, if your vehicle breaks down today and that's the vehicle that takes you to work and back home, back to your home, do you have enough savings? Do you have $500? If you have $500, it's not for rent, it's not for other bills, it's not going away, it's not for your car note, then you are good. But what would it take for you to move that $500 to $1,000 or $3,000 or as high as your body can, as your monthly budget can handle? This is where we need to change our mindset, as Alier was talking about earlier. Okay, Alier, this chart here is a simple, basic chart, but it has all the data that we can talk about for the next 10 minutes, for the next 10 minutes of our show. I want you to lead our people into it, some ideas on ways. War panda, one of their practices is my way. Okay.
Yes.
My way, can go to the normal big, I don't kill a your man will believe or a living around it. Yeah, who will be bent, better bent cake. Okay. So any money that is sitting there in the same spending account and any account that you have access to it is not safe. You need to create an account that is a one way. You only deposit to it. You can deposit $20 a month. You can deposit whatever is left over. Okay. There is a technique where you can, anything that is left over from your expenses, it trickles from your expense account to your saving account. Okay. So that you don't get to use that money and other things. So Alier Lotting and Bajas Bananku and Bajwa.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. I think Dictor Kangache, Kalwil, but a go number 10 is short beginners for emergency saving plan. In a topic for tonight, we call that we call the very low because kick are pillars of financial literacy. Financial literacy it begin a tongue intact. Your mindset. Because you know kubaga kun you ke chila kwai baka mati kubaga ngine dolgo yige galatin anong dol yige ngin ke dol ke you can do away with ke nyaje ke e che bika go nyaje do to ge jalo e lo ke nyai. So e beginners ke mandane a chula bula gol 7,000 to 1,000 abu gole mention ye Michael kugachi dictora chi luela pias emergency saving plan indicate your first line of defense the chen loy the chen le yin chu ber kor mi akol the chen be to yom tok the chen ben ku chi ber pol balo ne wika ka yin chi ko le if they lie through cabology then you got nothing to worry because you know emergency funds I require pan ko chi pye chi pan yin to what in that but the nanke batao betot ne pay ke dia pay ke the tem to pay ke tier group. But we have to begin somewhere. We have to begin somewhere. So Iran chirmanda ne ka ya yukulwel marad wo ku golku because e chaga tiro gudi or tiro kwela tin. E ka kor ba count below account na be a separate can account dun already. When it can be a ben kulertin kukalatin for that purpose. A for emergency fund. Chimani ne chen lwela chiria o non kidi che chu ben ke kidi chi jorno ke yen ke te lerin tin balongen ku bay ke tin ko be so wala bugol yile bagol ter ke mangoke a chatere lañ manguk chawan yene ke di ke yin jel balo ter ngo tera lip yene blue ku dia ke yin chate ya balo ter ke den yene oronye aba jalo ter red yene alip ke de tem gaka ka doable I chulu el cabraloy overnight. But I tell one thing with the plan, with a device. Kekene, Wallabu community dada, alokubu coin. But not only a war. Koti bo, you can find what you. They're gonna they're gonna follow our footsteps. Cause their mind is, their mind set. You can chew geria. Yen kekere, a pure jekole. Emergency fund, a kwenye kajwi. A chaben kika chile in chile ba jab yen chi kor balu a chile ba la yote because a tika ngakule ka yin bakar nyal ba bil ba ga payade so but anong education to in place che kene ka wole bu ya good so in Victoria great topic ke chu ngadi chu here wa chi jam la we yen chi wa ben wa chi jam lai kwa nong ko chi bi ya reach out so ko ka le ku ke a community building.
Ayen. Hey, don't be there kwa le pa jale ka je kelwel ka kai me de ko ku batang du kan war anon kan ka de tem kar bi lo kan yin aba kelwel to ngade ngelit ka wen ke na lo ke akor honesty from yourself, self reflection. So Kudwing is to understand your status quo. What it means is to understand your situation by honest with yourself. Okay? When you ben, but how that's your income. Okay? And you will have fixed obligations now, rent, car notes, and everything that you have to pay every month. Okay? You list those things. And then all other expenses that you normally do run, that will be a picture in one page. Okay? That is your first to understand. Okay? Don't change anything, just have that. Now, then you need to sit down and create a budget. Okay? Now paper, and then you sit down and create a budget. Budget that you don't walk away, Monjian or African in general. We don't like budgeting. When money comes, it comes, and then we just spend. When it finished, and then we figure the rest out later. But that is exactly our weakness, and that's what we need to change. Okay? Once you create a budget and you understand where everything comes and where everything goes, what comes in and what goes. If you are at a negative, then you need to look back into these things that you spend your money on. The essentials, the things that are must have that you cannot change. Okay. And the things that are nice to have, things that you have flexibility, this is the area you need to change. Okay. Once you look at your budget and be honest and be consistent. Now, if you have debts and you have savings, the easier way that I do and that I hope you can do is automation, to create automatic payment, pay your debts automatically, and also trickle into savings automatically. Okay, to that one-way account that you don't have access to. Okay, and the key is consistency, and then avoid incurring unnecessary debts until you are stable. Okay, and keep check on your debts. Keep on looking at your debts. Okay, if there's an extra that you can pay, even a small amount on top, it will make a difference. We'll talk about debts in the next time. And then number 6 is be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your plan. Once you make a budget, stick to it. Be consistent with it. Respect it. If you go out and eat out, maybe you need to reduce that. Okay. Maybe you need to look at the ways. Cook. Okay. For those of you who don't have wives at home, learn how to cook. Okay. Because eating out is very expensive. It's also not healthy. But if you cook your own food, you'll be able to save a lot and you'll be eating healthy. So tonight, if you just get here, a beginner's emergency saving plan. You can live in our community. Walk, or you can walk. I've been in America 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, 30 years in my case. We are getting to the old age and no plan, no saving, no insurance, which is life insurance that you will live on, or you will pass on to your family if something does happen to you. As we have seen in our community, almost every time somebody passes now, we have to collect money from ourselves. Okay, but that money we collect is only to bury the body, the person. But what happened to the family? What happened to the children? What happened to the spouse? What happened to the other relatives who have been relying on this person who just passed away? This is why financial literacy is important. Yes, some of you will say, I know what I'm doing. I've gone to school. We all have gone to school. I've gone to school. I've taken finance, okay, as part of my bachelor's degree in economics. I thought I understood, but I never put it into practice. So practice comes from mindset, from changing our mind, telling ourselves, we have to do this. Write it, print it, put it on the wall. Look at it. If you have to put it on your fridge to look at it, do that, okay? So that every time your money comes, you sit down, you look at your budget. When you go to the store, take with you a shopping list. You see why people do it. Even millionaires, they go with a shopping list, okay? The other thing that white people do, or smart money people, you don't go shopping when you're hungry because you break your budget. Okay, these are other techniques that we don't know. Okay, so let us learn, let us humble ourselves and learn from each other. I know some of you will just look at us and dismiss us, and that's okay. So, what you took, we're doing Bajal summarize, and then a boot yoke didn't when I go on, I'll put that there.
Yes, I think I shouldn't. Thank you, Doctor, for hosting us tonight. It's a great talking point, and slowly, the message gonna reach across our community members, and then we're gonna see the result because we cannot remain the same. Walker Bu Ben Tian Kang Waitin to thank you. Bu ya choi brief chan because be lo be at the che kile ku ko could be here. Allah balim share this program can become make reach. Thank you.
Hey, and this is advertisement. Sorry. So, din bakir din budak waktu Jedin jonga gwengam. Anong kide ni lel tin lel ka chin ke piat. Lel ka chin ke piat ke liu tik tin. That's the message. Naira anjiti kunang ko korbalo, you need to sit down with your spouse. You think well one of the problems here in North America that is adding into our poverty is a family breakdown. Okay, it's a family miscommunication or it's family misalignment where two people who are supposed to work together and face life together are not working together. Okay, the wife is spending this way, the husband is spending this way, and there's no good understanding on how to manage the money and save for the future. This is something that we need to champion if we are going to get somewhere, to plan financial legacy together. Because walk out in America, the young families that are here, but nobody's talking about the central foundation. You, the time will come and the two of you will grow old. You get tired. But if you work together, Bible say that it is better when two people are together, they can at least cover each other or hold each other together and prevent the fall. So when I go on, I just like this song. It's a new song. So enjoy night cool and night then I will end the show. Oh, the thing I came on the stage.
No, keep the monjang chulo be lo be no adaga be jelo well ka wogil buti di de
Hey, and we're talking what you can lay the down to walk. You can have just
thank you
emergency state for beginner.
Jelke peki jelke ya thank you obe ya
Antoni Gawadi Gawukuba, Gilwa, Yakwinde, Aburakan, Pumaikut, Majanjo, Sojana Makura, Fiat, War of Fiat, DJ Maju, and our Dr. Gaya, Yajale, we go, Jakuma Boko, Bidi, Yaula, Soran, the Quanya, you a cold when you're a queen. Fire, I bang a door, kill a bit more than media. I'm turning to go where deep the Hukuma, Gilwa, Yakwide, Agurakan, who I could, but now you're all it's on it. But you're outside, I'm a piano, Yamuji. Where do I do the piano? How you want? Great word. Who do I do when you're in the area? Who gets so many?
All right. Hey, and which I can lay you quite Ben. Thank you for your patience and thank you for being with us. This topic is on financial literacy, specifically emergency saving. It sounds simple, but it is hard to practice. I thank my brother Panyagad for being with me. I thank you all for staying with me. We will continue singing this song until somebody gets it, okay? Our end goal is to teach our people, the current generation and the next generation, on financial habits that are healthy, that protect the future, that help us live well in the current time. We work hard, we make money, we just don't save it, okay? So think about it, educate yourself. There's so much information out there, but we will do our job. It's our calling to bring this to you. And if you embrace us with love and care and respect, we will succeed together. Okay? Other communities are doing it. We are the only community that does not have financial educators, that does not have business institutions, financial institutions that help people build and save for future. Okay? So that's why it's important. I hope you take something out of it. Thank you for staying with me. May you have a blessed evening.